A New York City judge is right now delaying his decision on whether to grant Sean Diddy Combs bail. The judge told the courtroom just in the last hour that they will have to wait until next week for his ruling on whether or not to let Combs out of jail ahead of his criminal trial over sex trafficking and racketeering, which, as you know, is set to begin in May. Let's bring in NBC's Chloe Melas, who was in court today. Chloe, so the judge is now delaying a decision here. What comes next?
Hey there, Tom. Well, listen, like you said, I was in that courtroom behind me for over an hour where both sides laid out their reasons. The government saying why they think that he should stay behind bars. And then you have his legal team saying that there are other individuals like Mike Jeffries, the former Abercrombie & Fitch CEO that was let out on a $10 million bail last month for the same charge of sex trafficking. The judge has said, listen, I want both sides to write a letter really putting a fine point on your reasons, either why he should stay behind bars or why he should be released. I will review it and give a decision next week. I just want to point out the prosecutors say that Combs has been obstructing justice, Tom, from behind bars, that he's been partaking in three-way calling, that he's used other inmates' PAC numbers. That's a way that they can dial out, and that he has used at least 8 other inmates' PAC numbers to make phone calls, and that they're worried, in case anybody out there is watching this and confused, well, like, why can't he be out on bail? Prosecutors are worried that he is going to tamper with witnesses and convince people not to testify, and that it's going to make it really hard ahead of his criminal trial for prosecutors. Because remember, he's going to be, going to trial on May 5th in the courthouse behind me. It's not that far away.
Well, Chloe, weren't witness intimidation and coercion, wasn't that all part of the original charges as well?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, there have been a lot of motions back and forth over the last 2 weeks, Tom, and we know that this is the government's stance, but you have his side saying this is all within his constitutional right to post on social media about his birthday and his family members, because the prosecutors say that he's doing a PR effort to try to taint a potential jury pool. They're saying that all the things that he's doing in the three-way calling and using inmates' PAC numbers are things that happen all the time at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, and that's not a strong enough reason to keep him behind bars. Now, I want to lay out the plan that Diddy's legal team has in case he is released. They say that he'll live in an apartment on Manhattan's Upper East Side with 24-hour security, 2 security officers in the actual 3-bedroom apartment, 1 in the lobby, that would be monitoring him 24/7, Tom. They say that he wouldn't have access to a cell phone, wouldn't have access to the internet, only talk to his attorneys and pre-approved family members. But again, the prosecutors say, well, what if you tell those family members to go out and do your bidding and try to tamper with witnesses? So as you can see, there is back and forth. It was very animated on both sides. Combs looking very serious, very thin, very distressed. And I also want to point out that all of his children, minus his infant child, were in the courtroom along with his mother. Tom?
Okay, Chloe Melas, thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.